So I finally decided to build my brand new dream gaming setup. I built my current setup about 7 months ago and you guys really did enjoy that video. However, there's a lot of things I'd like to change about the setup. So let's get right into it.
Here's how my setup is currently looking. As you guys can tell, it definitely is pretty messy from the last time you guys have seen it, and I definitely have to get that cleaned in the next version of this setup. But also, I want to change this monitor, and instead of having it up there, I want to move it to the side over here, because it just is kind of annoying to look up, and I'd much rather just look to the side. It's just a lot easier. Plus, there's a lot of things out of place. Like, as you guys can see, the light's kind of randomly over there, and then we have another light there, and we're not going to talk about that cable management. It's literally terrible. It's the worst it's ever been. So I definitely have to get a lot of things changed with this setup. But for the first thing, I'm just gonna clear out basically the entire desk. I might just leave the PC, but basically everything else will be cleared out. Alright, so I got all the small little things off of the desk, but I'm kind of dumb and I forgot to turn off the PC, and I know you should never do this, but just for now, I'm going to turn the PC off like this. You're not supposed to really turn the PC off like that, but hey, it's whatever. Now it's time to kind of like remove the camera and like remove the bigger things like the PC, microphone, and of course the monitors. So I don't know how, but I actually was unscrewing the wrong monitor, because I'm actually going to keep that one vertical, and it's just going to be these ones that are changing. I'm telling you, I'm literally doing everything wrong right now. It's not really a good sign, especially when you're trying to build a setup, but hey, hopefully the rest of it goes well. I'm just going to unscrew both of these monitors right now and then take off the camera, and then I'll install like the new monitor mount, so then they can both go like horizontal right next to each other like that. Before I add anything else, I'm gonna add this black mouse pad. I used to have this exact same one about a year ago on my super old setup, and as you guys can see, it gives so much mouse space, and this is what I liked about it so much. It just gave me so much mouse space, especially since I'm playing an FPS game, Valorant, right now. It definitely helps to have a lot of mouse room, so that's why I'm gonna use this. And then if I wanna add any other different kind of mouse pad, I can just easily put it on top. It just kind of gives me more options, and I kind of like the look of it. I actually don't need to move the PC because it's going to be in the exact same position, so I'm just going to keep it there. I'm just going to make the mouse pad go under it. This is kind of sketchy. Oh yeah, this is sketchy, man. I don't want to break this PC. Alright, just like that. The thing I'm gonna move though is the microphone right here, but I'm probably gonna do that later. But for the main thing, I'm just gonna fix that right there, and then from there we can add the monitors, and then you'll see how it's actually gonna start looking. Now it's time for my least favorite part, which is to add both of the monitors. I'm telling you, whenever I do this, my back hurts for like 2 days straight. But hey, whatever for the content. You might as well just like and sub. I need to feed the kids in the basement somehow. Here is how it's looking so far. I ended up moving the PC a little bit forward and also removing the mic. I'm probably going to put the mic behind this monitor and just like kind of go over it. But I'm going to move this light right now right over there, so then you won't really be able to notice that arm. This arm is just for my hand cam, which I have my camera on. But yeah, after that, I'm going to turn on like the setup and show you guys how it's looking so far. But I definitely am going to need a bunch of lighting and probably some stuff up there. But I'm getting some Nanoleaf, so I'm going to show you guys like once those arrive. This is how the setup is looking right now. As you guys can see, I have a bunch of mouse space since this mouse pad is literally so huge. But anyways, I'm gonna connect everything and then I'll show you guys how it looks when like the PC and monitors and everything like that are on. Here's how it's looking so far. I wish you guys could see it in person because it looks so much better. The colors are a little bit washed out on camera. It's like completely messed up, but I wish you guys could see this monitor especially. It's a 4K monitor and in person it literally looks insane. But as you guys can see, setup is actually looking really nice right now, especially when you turn on all the lights. But as soon as I add Nanoleafs over here and I add a bunch of stuff here and also fix these cables right over there that you guys see, it's gonna be a lot better. I also have a bunch of other things I'm gonna show you which I'm gonna be adding. For being only 2 hours into the remake of this setup, it actually is looking pretty good, and it actually made it a lot easier that everything was already plugged into the PC and this monitor was already set up. The first time I did this, I literally completely like took everything out, so it made it a lot harder, but I'm happy that it actually was a lot quicker than I expected, to be honest, and it looks really nice actually. So it's been a while, more like 1.5 months long. As you guys have probably noticed, basically everything in this room has completely changed. On the setup itself, it definitely looks extremely different. I pushed the monitors more back and changed like the peripherals and everything like that, changed the colors of the PC. Also on this shelf, I kind of changed what was on it, and below me, I was planning to show you guys me adding this, but I kind of got desperate and just added the carpet anyways. But I still have a lot to do with this setup, especially with the cable management, as you guys can probably see from there. That's just not good looks. Anyways, the first thing I actually want to do to this setup, now that I've actually been using this for a little bit, is I actually want to move the monitors a little higher up to like the bottom of this camera right over there, because it just is a little bit too low for my preference, and I want to kind of keep a little bit of things under it. So I'm going to pick up the camera and show you guys as soon as I'm done. Alright, so I finally got the monitors at the height that I wanted, and now you guys can more easily see the cables that are all underneath the monitor, so I definitely have to fix those. But right now, as you guys can probably notice, there isn't like much RGB around the setup at all, so I need to add an RGB strip on behind of my desk, and also just a bunch of light coming from the behind of the monitor, so it'll just make it pop more. You kind of see an idea of what it should look like. But right now, what I'm going to be doing is just setting up my brand new Nanoleafs. Shout out to Nanoleaf for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna put all the Nanoleafs right over here. Just look at how many different things they've sent me. They sent me about 25 panels, but they also sent me one of their brand new things, which are called Nanoleaf lines. So I'm super excited to see how those look. But I think right now for the actual triangle panels, like I said earlier in the video, I'm gonna probably hook them up right over here just to kind of go right over it. So then in the background of my videos, you will always see it, and it will like really make the background just pop up. You guys already know what time it is. Roll the time lapse. There's actually no way. These look so much better in person, and on camera they still look really, really nice. I'm missing a single panel. I have to go and buy some, but dude, these look so nice in person. And also, I didn't know, but they're actually touch controlled, and you can change all the settings, but I need to still set up the Nanoleaf lines over here. I don't know exactly where I want to put them. I'm probably going to put them over here though. Like I showed you guys earlier in the video, I still have a bunch of Nanoleaf lines just like you see right there, but they sent me so much that I literally don't know what I want to do with it at all. I got the main thing set up, which were all the triangles, which obviously look really, really nice, but I'm not exactly 100% sure where I want to put the lines. I might put them over here, or I might put them there. I don't really have an exact idea yet, so I'm not going to really rush it. I'm going to make another video actually setting these up and like kind of remaking my setup once it gets a little bit dirty, but for now, these Nanoleaf triangles will definitely do it. Again, huge thank you to Nanoleaf for sending all of these lights. They look absolutely insane, so make sure to check them out. First link in the description. Just like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to add more RGB behind the monitors and behind the desks, so that's what I'm going to do really quick. So here is the completely finished setup. It's actually now morning. I just wanted to wait till I get really good lighting. But as you guys can see off camera, I organized all of the cables right under there. So now you kind of see a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was before. However, I did not have enough time to clean those. That is gonna be in a later video. But as you guys can see, let's focus on the good stuff, not the bad. I also hung up a little bit of a neon sign that I had in my old setup. Also just put a fake Ikea plant, and the only thing I didn't really find space for was my PS5. It's right behind this monitor. I don't really know where to put it because I don't want to make it too cluttered. But anyways, the mouse pad I chose for this setup is actually fits so well. It actually blends so good with the wallpaper and just fits so good with the entire blue theme. It will be linked down below and at the top of the description too. It's actually my own mouse pad and it just fits so well with this entire setup. It actually turned out so much better than I thought. Anyways, for the keyboard, this is just a custom keyboard I always use in my videos. Specs of it will be linked down below. Everything in this setup will basically be linked down below. This is the final mouse Poseidon in small, and yeah, the rest of it you guys have basically already seen. If you guys are new here though, this is a vertical monitor, 27-inch, 144 hertz refresh rate, 240 hertz Alienware 27-inch, and another 27-inch 4K from Samsung. It's just 60 hertz though, but the monitors do look really nice, and I like how all the monitors have really thin bezels. They're not like super thick ones or anything like that. This is my camera. I think this is a position I'm going to keep it in. As you guys can see, it has a flip up camera or flip up screen so I can see whenever I'm recording. I just got this key light not too long ago and I really like it. It's a lot better than having like 3 different lights. This kind of completely lights my face up. It's extremely bright. One thing that I'm thinking about changing is putting this mic, instead of having it behind the monitor, I might put it over there, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to see how it works with this new setup. Anyways, here's just an arm sleeve, my phone, and then the PC. All the specs will be linked down below, but it has like a 3090 and a bunch of other crazy specs. The only thing I want to show you guys is the setup looks really nice, as you guys can tell. Also, the background is really nice with the new Nanoleafs. Again, huge shout out to them for sending it out. But a lot of the other room is extremely messy, including this shelf and just my bed. Everything is kind of unorganized except the setup. So I definitely need to make a video coming in and around 1 to 2 weeks. I'm gonna make a whole video like actually completely cleaning out my room. I have a pegboard I'm gonna set up over here. It's gonna make it look a lot nicer. And of course, I will finally clean that horrendous stack of cables. Like, what is that? If you guys did enjoy this video and want to see my entire room makeover where I clean everything, just add a bunch of new shelving and all of that, that video will be coming in at around like 2 weeks or something like that. So make sure you guys drop a sub with noties on. While you guys are down there, you might as well drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 5K likes on this video. YouTube recommends this video right here, so I hope to see you there. Anyways, that's about it. Peace.